Right. Good day, also moving along to Surah 55, ar-Rahman, right, which is mercy. Mercy, and not just mercy, but intense mercy. Mercy as in given to us being a legacy of, or supposed to be, right, um, given a legacy of what? Wanting to implement mercy, right? Deriving from us, being derived from what? A legacy of wanting to implement mercy, right? Meaning given opportunities, further opportunities, always mercy, right? Opportunities for people to change their ways, right? Change their behaviors, right? So the most merciful, meaning Allah, right, would have revealed the Quran, right, through whoever he chooses, whomever he wills, right, created man, taught him eloquence, right. For example, this, and we can see examples of this in nature, right, flowing of a waterfall, right, the sun and the moon, right, each performing its relevant duties, if you would call it as such, right, for a specified time, right, and the sun, or the sun sets, the sun rises at a particular time, and each performing its own doing, right, at a particular time, nature, right, with precise calculation, right. Nature itself prostrate to Allah, right, nature itself, right, by virtue of being nature itself prostrate to Allah. We can take examples from this, right. Allah raised and imposed a balance that whomever it may concern, right, that you and I may not transgress within this balance, and establish weight and justice, and do not make deficient the balance. Right? He created the earth and laid it out for creatures, and therein is fruit and palm trees, having sheets of dates, for example, and grains and so on, and plants. Right? So which of the favors of Allah would you deny? Right? So that's the main theme of this surah. Which of the favors of Allah would you deny? Right? If Allah has implemented mercy upon you, which of the favors, right? If Allah has continually implemented mercy and favors upon you, which of the favors would you deny? Right? Allah is the Lord of, they give an example, he gives an example here. Allah is the Lord of 2 sunrises and 2 sunsets, and it's not, maybe not just 2, but many others as well, right? 2 sunrises and 2 sunsets, meaning what? There is not only one Son of God, right? There's not only one Son of Allah, right? All of us are, right? If we trace back to our, go right straight back, each one of us on earth, right, may have some tie from, with regard to this legacy, inheriting a legacy of mercy, right? So which one of the favors of God would you deny, right? And that's the theme of this surah, really encouraging you to be grateful, you and I to be grateful for whatever favor of Allah has bestowed upon you, upon us, right? Metaphorically speaking, he is releasing 2 seas meeting one another, right? 2 bodies of water, or 2 people, right? This could be interpreted as such, right? 2 having distinct characteristics, right? And this is with regard to, and this ties back to relationships. So this is the foundation, which this is the theme of my whole reading and teaching of the Quran, from my perspective, right? So different people, when they read the Quran, is to help you with something, help you to change something in you, right? So I know what the Quran is to help me to change, right? So the theme of me reading and teaching the Quran is to change a particular thing in me, right? So I read in the Quran from this angle and this perspective, right? And it's from what? Building proper families from scratch, right? Me starting from being faithful in relationships, right? So that's the theme with which I am reading and teaching the Quran, from that angle, being faithful, right? Being faithful to one person, right? And regardless of how different 2 people might seem, with regard to what physical characteristics, with regard to size, shape of body, with regard to what you like, what you dislike, right? So the release of 2 people, right, meaning you are faithful to one person, that person is faithful to you, right? And it might be anybody in the world, right? Just as an example, right, to demonstrate this principle or this teaching, right? Right. So is the reward for good anything but good, right? So this is the mercy and not denying the favors of Allah. Is basically the theme. This is a short message, 5 minutes long. So be grateful for mercy implemented on you and favors granted unto you.